Hello students, I am Mala N, biology faculty. Today I am going to discuss about plant movements. Learning objectives are introduction about the topic plant movements, categories of plant movements, trophic movements, nastic movements. Let us move on to the introduction part. Plants do not show locomotion, movement of entire body. Have you seen plant is moving like us from one place to another? No, plants do not show locomotion, movement of entire body. However, movements of the individual parts or organs of the plant are possible when they are subjected to external stimuli. When they are subjected to the external stimuli, the part or the organs of the plant shows movement. Movement is seen, not the locomotion. All plants exhibit movement is usually a growth movement. Next, we'll move on to the categories of plant movements. The plant movements are of two types, trophic movements and nastic movements. Let us learn in detail about trophic movements and nastic movements with the help of examples. Firstly, we'll move on to the trophic movements. A growth movement of a plant in response to an external stimulus in which the direction of the stimulus determines the direction of response is called trophism. It is nothing but the growth moment of the plant is showing response towards the stimulus. Okay, here the direction of the response is seen towards the stimulus. Such type of growth movement we call it as trophism. Growth or movement of plant part is towards the stimulus. If the movement is towards the stimulus, then it is referred as positive trophism. If the growth or movement of the plant part is away from the stimulus, is called negative trophism. You have to keep in mind, if the growth of or movement of the plant part is towards the stimulus, it is called as positive trophism. If the growth or movement of the plant part is away from the stimulus, it is called negative trophism. Movement or growth in plants are observed on the basis of external stimuli or agents. Yes, these are the stimulus or external agents. They are light, gravity, chemical, water, touch. These are the stimulus where the plant shows movement towards the stimulus or external agents. First one is light. If the plant is showing movement towards the light, then it is referred as phototrophism. If the plant is showing movement towards the gravity, then it is referred as geotrophism. If the plant is showing movement towards the chemical, then it is referred as chemotrophism. If the plant is showing the movement towards the water, then it is hydrotrophism. If the plant is showing movement towards the touch, then it is referred as thigmotrophism. Now we will be studying about all these phototrophism, geotrophism, chemotrophism, hydrotrophism and thigmotrophism in detail with examples. First, phototrophism. As the word tells that light, the movement of the plant part in response to the light, it is called phototrophism. Here you can see the diagrammatic representation. The plant is growing here. Okay, the plant requires sunlight for the growth, right? Sunlight is very essential component for the plant to prepare food. So you can see here sunlight is falling on the plant. Okay, and that is light is consumed by the plant for making the food. That is process we call it as photosynthesis. In this picture clearly seen that this is the shoot system and this is the root system. Above the ground shoot system, below the ground root system. Here the shoot system, the shoot is showing movement towards the sunlight, right? You can see that the movement of the plant, the shoot part is moved towards the light. So this type of phototrophism we call it as positive phototrophism. But the root is away from the sunlight, right? It is away from the sunlight. So this is showing negative phototrophism. If the shoot showing movement is towards the light, so it is positive phototrophism. The root away from the light, negative phototrophism. Understood? Yes, we'll move on to the next trophism, that is geotrophism. As the word tells that geo means earth or gravity, movement of a plant part in response to gravity is called geotrophism. The plant part is showing response, growth movement. Okay, such type of movement we call it as geotrophism. You can see the diagram here. Here the plant is kept in the pot. Okay, and this is the root part and this is the shoot part. Okay, here the response is towards the gravity, right? Here what happens, the root is moving towards the gravity, right? It is moving towards the gravity, but this plant is moving above the gravity, right? So root is towards the gravity and shoot is away from the gravity. So root shows positive geotrophism and shoot shows negative geotrophism. Next, we'll move on to chemotrophism. Chemo refers to chemicals. Movement of plant part in response to chemical stimulus is called chemotrophism. If the movement of the plant is responding towards the chemical, then we call it as chemotrophism. You can see your diagram of fertilization of flower is the example for chemotrophism. Growth of pollen tube towards the ovule during fertilization of flower is positive chemotrophism. Means this during the fertilization of flower, when the pollen grain falls on the stigma of the flower, the pollen tube is formed by what? Chemotrophism means by chemical. If the tube is formed here and it reaches to the ovary and ovule. Okay, this type of trophism movement we can tell it as positive chemotrophism. The movement of the plant part is showing response towards the chemical. Next is hydrotrophism. As the word tells that hydro refers to water. Movement of plant part in response to water is called hydrotrophism. You can see the diagram here. This is the plant, this is the shoot system, and this is the root system, right? How do the plants take up their water? Yes, with the help of root. Root will supply the water to different parts of the plant. Water is very essential component for photosynthesis. It is supplied by the roots, right? So the root is showing movement towards the water and the shoot is showing movement away from the water. So root towards the water, that is positive hydrotrophism, and shoot is showing away from the water. Here away from the water, that is negative hydrotrophism. Next, stigmatrophism. Stigmotrophism. Stigmom refers to touch. Movement of plant part in response to touch of an object is called stigmotrophism. Here you can see here, this is the object. Okay, it is responding. The plant is responding towards this object, means touch. Okay, here it is showing the movement. Such type of movement we call it as stigmotrophism. It is towards the tendrils of plants is towards the touch. So such type of tendrils of plants undergoes positive stigmotrophism. Till now we have studied about the trophic movements, where the plant shows the movement towards the stimulus, external stimulus, and that movement helps in the growth of the plants. But this nastic movement is completely different from the trophic movement. The main difference between the trophic and nastic movement is that trophic movement is a directional movement of a plant part, but nastic movement is not directional movement of plant part with respect to stimulus. The direction of nastic movement is not determined by the direction from which the stimulus is applied. In nastic movement, from whichever direction the stimulus is applied, it affects all the parts of the organ of plant equally, and they move in the same direction. Nastic movements are mostly exhibited by the flat organs of the plants like leaves and petals of flowers. Okay, the growth movement of the plant responds to the external stimuli, in which the direction of response is not determined the direction of stimulus is called nastic movement. The nastic movements are of two types, thigmonasty and photonasty. Coming to the thigmonasty, here the non-directional movement of the plant pot in response to the touch of an object is called thigmonasty. The plant is showing non-directional movement towards this touch of an object is nothing but thigmonasty. This is a diagram of sensitive plant, that is the folding leaves of the sensitive plant, that is Mucosa pudica. When we touch this sensitive plant, Mimosa pudica, what happen is now it closes its petals, right? Have you experienced that? Yes, it is, the stimulus is touch here. The folding of leaves of the sensitive plant occurs here, and this is not lead to a growth movement. Touching is not a growth movement. Okay, so this comes under nasty movement, that is thigmonasty. Movement is seen, okay, but that movement is not a growth movement. It is a non-directional movement of plant part. Coming to the photonasty, here the non-directional movement of the plant part, usually petals of the flower undergoes photonasty in response to light is nothing but photonasty. Means the plant is showing response towards the light, but it is a non-directional movement, that movement is not helping the plant to grow. Okay, for example, the opening up of petals of dandelion flower in the morning in the bright light and closing in the evening. You can see here, this flower blooms very nicely in the morning till evening, and it closes its petals during the night time. Means it is showing the response towards the light, but that light is not a non-directional movement of the plant part towards the response to the light. Okay, here the stimulus is light. Thank you.